Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Smart Remarks. I'm your host, Mark Impress Preston. It's only a couple of weeks left in the NFL season. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty for the last couple of playoff spots. A lot of great football topics to go over together. So let's get this show kicked off. Okay, so in our Markman segment, we're going to focus in on a couple of people. First, I'm going to give a little bit of praise to Larry Fitzgerald, who's not really having a typical season for himself, and it's really not his fault at all because Arizona has no quarterback play whatsoever, and usually most wide receivers, when their quarterbacks are this god-awful, they normally complain in the media, demand to be traded, but yet Larry Fitzgerald continues to do his job and play very hard. So for that, it's very commendable and very respectable. Now, speaking of bad quarterback situations, the New York Jets, they want to trade Mark Sanchez even though they still owe him some money. Good luck with that. And also apparently Rex Ryan has made Tebow time CP time, because apparently he's never going to play. So you can keep waiting for it. It's not going to happen. Greg McElroy is going to be starting for the Jets. And there's probably going to be some heads rolling in New York. Okay, now for our funky bunch for the NFC. At number 5, hashtag HTTR. Hail to the Redskins and RG3. They've been on a roll, winning 5 games in a row, and they have the Eagles next on their schedule in Philadelphia, so I expect the Redskins to continue to run the football and get explosive plays in the passing game. And at number 4, I have the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers. They've been getting on a roll themselves, and hopefully they get some hurt players back on the defensive side of the ball and offensive side of the ball to get stronger going into the playoffs. And at number 3, I have the Seattle Seahawks. They're still playing great under Russell Wilson as the quarterback and Marshawn Lynch in that defense. But Russell Wilson's doing a lot more for them now in the passing game. Each game he seems to be getting better. Number 2, still got to give respect, much respect to the Atlanta Falcons after thrashing the defending Super Bowl champions 34-0. Hopefully they'll continue to play well and in the playoffs get rid of that label they have of being only a team that's performed a little bit in the regular season and not come up big when it counts the most. And at number 1, still have to have the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, they went to New England on prime time in the cold, in the elements, and they gave Tom Brady and Bill Belichick a serious beatdown. So hopefully San Francisco can continue to be dominant week in and week out as the playoffs are just around the corner. Okay, so my funky bunch for the AFC this week. At number 5, we had to reintroduce this team to the list even though they didn't win last week. I don't trust any other teams in the AFC right now. The Indianapolis Colts. Hopefully Chuck Pagano comes back after all the treatment to continue to inspire this team. They're playing good football under Andrew Luck, Reggie Wayne, and that defense. Number 4, Andy Dalton and Who Dey Nation, the Cincinnati Bengals. I saw them live and up close on Thursday night, and it was an impressive performance on both sides of the ball for the Cincinnati Bengals. Number 3, gotta have the New England Patriots there. Little disappointed in the way they played starting out against San Francisco, but man, did they turn that into an exciting football game. Tough loss for them, but I think Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, those guys will bounce back and continue to play strong. Number 2, Houston Texans. Matt Shaw playing well. J.J. Watt playing at an incredibly high level. Andre Johnson, Arian Foster, those guys continuing to make plays. And at number 1, the streaking Denver Broncos with Peyton Manning at the quarterback. It seems pretty set up. They may not catch the Texans for the number 1 seed, but you know what? You can't point to any other team in the NFL playing any better, any more consistent than the Denver Broncos right now. Okay, now for some smart picks. Only 2 weeks left, and I'm looking to finish off this inaugural season strong. I went 10-6 last week, so this week we're going to get into 4 games that I'm looking forward to watching. First, Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. I'm going to go with Who Dey Nation in this game, even though both teams desperately need this game to keep their playoff hopes alive. I don't know. It's like one week the Steelers look like they can do something, the next week they don't. Cincinnati's been on a roll, and even though they're going on the road and Andy Dalton has not been too successful against Pittsburgh, I'm going to go with the Bengals in this game. Minnesota going to Houston. Houston needs this game to clinch home field in the AFC. Too important. Adrian Peterson may get his, but the Vikings aren't going to win this game. And the New York Giants and Baltimore, I really struggled with this one. Baltimore was my Super Bowl pick before the season. Baltimore's already in the playoffs, so that's good. But a lot of people still have faith in the Giants because they've done this 2 out of the last 4 years. Well, for the people that believe in the Giants like that, what happened to those other 2 seasons? Because they didn't get in the playoffs and do anything then. And I think this year is one of those years. I do not believe in Big Blue like that. I think Baltimore holds home field advantage in this one, and they get a tough win at home. Last but not least, the game I'm most looking forward to. You have the Seattle Seahawks at home playing the San Francisco 49ers in what is a pivotal game in the NFC playoff picture in the NFC West. And I honestly think, even though Harbaugh has the better team, the better coach team, these teams are so even in my eyes right now. I think because Seattle's at home, I'm going to go with them in the upset. I think Russell Wilson is going to bring his A game to this one. Okay, so for our question mark segment, there is no real question that I wanted to kind of analyze and or break down, but rather I wanted to take this small opportunity to pat myself on the back. My fantasy football team, I only own one in ESPN. We're playing for the championship over the next 2 weeks. A lot of people out there play fantasy football, and if your team is playing for the chip this week, just want to wish everyone out there the best with that. We have a lot of great football games to look forward to this upcoming week as teams are getting ready to go into the playoffs. So we're going to take a knee here. See you next week.